CKJ Crypto News. I'd like to thank all the crypto pioneers, CKJ Alliance, for tuning in this evening. I got a huge show today. I'm going to call this one Ripple Coinbase Connection Part 3. Pretty much crypto pioneers, if you've been following me for a while, we actually started doing a series on pretty much the connections. And I pretty much said prior that institutional money is already involved in cryptocurrencies. Institutional money is backing Ripple big time. I'm gonna pretty much lay it all out how I pretty much did all the research. It all led me to this Barry Silbert, and this Barry Silbert is a heavyweight in the crypto world. This Barry Silbert is huge. Barry Silbert is one of the earliest investors in Coinbase and one of the earliest investors in Ripple. So basically, doing a little bit of research, or a lot of research on him, it actually led me to Glenn Hutchins here. Now, Glenn Hutchins is a big time heavyweight. Glenn Hutchins is a huge mover and a shaker. I mean, Federal Reserve Board, NASDAQ. We're gonna have to go through the links. I mean, it's ridiculous, some of these connections. I believe that Ripple is going to be huge. I mean, Ripple definitely has an army backing it. It pretty much all started right here. Right here, May 19th, we started on a series on basically Ripple, XRP, Barry Silbert, DCG Group. The proof is in the partnerships. So around May 19th, we started doing a series. And then that led to Ripple XRP backed by the world with Barry Silbert, huge partnerships, May 20th. And then that led to part 2, where that led to Horowitz. What is it? That's what's the name of them guys again? Let me just look really quick. Oh, Anderson and Horowitz. Anderson and Horowitz, that led to that right there. So that was part 2, showing all the connections. But then I said, let me go even deeper. I said, basically, okay, we uncovered that Barry Silbert is huge in the crypto world. I said, but how did Barry Silbert get to that position? I said, people must be backing Barry Silbert. So I said, who's backing Barry Silbert? So then I found actually ties into Amazon. Basically, Amazon is backing the DCG group, Amazon, AT&T, Federal Reserve. That actually goes way more deeper and way more ties than I originally thought. So basically, this is huge. Pretty much how they got their bit license. Crypto pioneers, I highly recommend you to tune in for this show. You're going to be in for a real treat. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous with some of these connections. We're going to go probably deeper than I've ever went. It actually took me about, I don't know, 3 hours to throw all this together. So basically, before we get the show started, you can follow me on Twitter. I tweeted all these links, CKJ at CKJ Crypto News. And actually, I want to cover one of my first tweets. I tweeted this earlier because I used to work at a law office. And I did legal research. We researched case law, trying to find precedented cases. Pretty much, for example, if a client would come into the case law and they wanted to try to beat their case, it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter on the crime they actually committed. But to try to beat the case for the client, we would try to file a motion to suppress. Filing a motion to suppress would pretty much lead to case law, very similar. Case law is cases that are prior, that how clients got off. It consists of a lot of legal research, but once, like, to get your case to make case law is huge. It pretty much means that your case, nobody else has done a case like that, and your case will go into law. So once your case makes case law, that actually gives you a huge name. That makes you like a heavyweight in the lawyer world. Like, lawyers actually do extra research and make their case make case law. It's kind of confusing, but let's just say case law is huge. And basically, I said, what I learned when I worked at a law office is having your legal research make case law is huge. Others have to reference your work. So pretty much whoever created the case law, so his name would go on like a book. And people could find his case and reference that case, and they would have to quote that case with citations. But basically, he would get credit for his work. So that's why, I do take some of the research very seriously. It's only what I learned from working at a law office. But anyway, let's get this show started. First, I'll give you a quick rundown, a recap of 1 and 2, and then we'll go into part 3. This is huge. I highly recommend everybody subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, I forgot to mention that on the esoteric trading solutions video with Sue. I forgot to say, put your questions and comments on the bottom for Sue, but hit that subscribe and that notification bell. You will be notified when me and Sue drop the video from esoteric trading part 2. But this is Ripple Coinbase connection with the world part 3. We actually been kind of getting involved in the series a little bit. So to make a long story short, it all started with this. Global Trading Genesis receives New York bit license. So basically we went into how Global Genesis Trading received bit license, and that was huge. So basically then that led us to Coinbase and Ripple investor Barry Silbert has scored a 9-figure fortune. So that led us to, whoa, Coinbase and Ripple investor Barry Silbert. So that's led us to, well, who the hell is Barry Silbert? So then that sent us on a long journey right there. Ex-banker cheerleaders way into cryptocurrency riches. And pretty much these few videos I'm covering right now are all of my videos. That's why I showed them. If you want to do some research on the prior videos, you can find all this information in those. And then that pretty much led us to Ben Lewarski, the man who gave us bit license, joins Ripple board. So actually the guy who approved Ripple for their bit license actually joins Ripple board. He actually quit his job, state job, making big money to join Ripple board. And you know, if you join the board of a company, you get there's some interesting things that go with that. So basically that led us to where we're going to start the show right now. So I said, basically, who backs Barry Silbert? Because Barry Silbert just didn't come out of nowhere, being such a heavyweight in the world. So I said, this guy has to be backed by huge entities. What's going on with him? So I said, and I seen, you know, with the research I did with the Coinbase Ripple connection. But then I said, let me go. Like, on CKJ Crypto News, we research. So I said, let me figure out who backs Barry Silbert. Let's go that direction. So then I found this, and some articles are old because I like to see what the hell is going on from the past so I can be confident in my investments, and I know that Ripple is going to be huge. Barry Silbert launches digital currency group, and that's DCG Group, the one we were talking about, and then it leads to Glenn Hutchins, heavyweight, with funding from Mastercard and others. So I said, damn, hold on. Mastercard is backing DCG Group. Barry Silbert's an early investor in Ripple. He's an early investor in Coinbase. I'm like, wow, this is huge. So basically, less than after a week of selling Second Market, which is, he sold Second Market, and it's Barry Silbert earned Second Market to NASDAQ. Barry Silbert has announced the official launch and the first round of funding for Digital Currency Group. So basically, like I said, I want to see who's backing DCG. Talking on stage, TechCrunch editor announced companies that closed round from Brain Capital Ventures, Transamerica Ventures, First Mark Capital, Mastercard, and New York Life insurance companies backing DCG Group. That's kind of weird. For many in that group, DCG will be the first investments they have made in a digital currency and blockchain space. We're talking Mastercard is already invested in cryptocurrencies. Silbert stressed that these were all carefully chosen partners who have shared a long-term perspective on crypto companies. So basically a long-term perspective. So we're saying basically Mastercard is ready. So we know that Mastercard, I believe, is definitely going to team with Ripple. Ripple is going to be the technology. The innovation is unstoppable. It's going to replace Swift, and pretty much all these entities are lining up, and it's all through Barry Silbert, Glenn Hutchins. You'll see. You don't want to miss it. We're going to go deep with this one. Interesting. While the DCG Group will be structured as a company and not a fund, they will still make investments in Bitcoin startups. Silbert explained, being structured as a company versus a fund. So basically, in addition to these investments, the company will also operate a wholly subsidiary Genesis Global Trading. And right there, we've seen that Genesis Global Trading already received their bit license. Everybody's backing this company. It's because there's some heavyweights on the DCG Group board. Ultimately, Silbert explained that the company will be building the largest early-stage investment portfolio in the digital currency and blockchain ecosystem. So I was like, wow, let's see if we can go a little bit deeper with this. NASDAQ acquires Second Market to help startup sell shares. Now, basically, Second Market was owned by Silbert, and he sold it to NASDAQ. So we already got NASDAQ connections. It's a hell of an article right here. Like I said, I did tweet that, but we will move along. And that brought me to this one right here. Amazon Web Services teams with DCG on blockchain endeavor. So basically, Amazon is partnered with the DCG group, Digital Currency Group. So Amazon is already involved in cryptocurrencies. I'm telling you, they are taking a serious look at Ripple technology, and we will get to that. Trust me, Amazon Web Services will partner with DCG Group on a platform that will allow companies to experiment with blockchain technology. So this is huge. But basically, this is a hell of an article. I mean, you'll see everybody in here. Everybody's in here. Uh, Capital One, UFG Financial Group, Mitsubishi, DCG has also invested in RSK Labs, which was probably partnered with the banks in Brazil and Argentina, as well as World Bank, DCG Enterprise Customers, Blockstream, One Name. I mean, everybody. But this is kind of interesting right here. Why DCG chose Amazon as AWS considered ways to help its portfolio companies scale. So we're like looking at huge, like scalable companies that pretty much are actually willing to invest in the technology and be able to use uh, this technology with a large company. Grow while supporting experimentation and corporate discovery. It became clear that DCG would have to collaborate with a technology infrastructure provider like AWS, Amazon, to create a platform for experimentation. So that's really huge right there. I'm like, damn, Amazon team with DCG Group. How far does this go? So that's Amazon and Ripple right there. I'm like, wow, Amazon and Ripple. Well, actually, I was gonna make that the thumbnail, but it's Amazon right now and DCG Group. But we know Barry Silbert is an early investor in Coinbase and Ripple. But I'm gonna show you more tie-ins coming up. That's for sure. Mastercard invest in Silbert's digital currency group. I'm like, damn, Mastercard's into. Mastercard is backing Barry Silbert's newest initiative, Digital Currency Group, his first since selling Second Market to NASDAQ, which we just covered. Many believe this marks a major development in the Bitcoin space as the digital currency flirts with the $300 level. So basically, there's some articles that's going to come along that basically saying Bitcoin is the distraction, but Ripple, I'm telling you, is going to get all the action. That rhymes. But anyway, I mean, just follow me here. This is huge, crypto pioneers. We're gonna go. This is deep. Silbert has gained the support of big-time backers for the new conglomerate focused exclusively on Bitcoin and other blockchain technologies. The new company, Digital Currency Group, will include Silbert's over-the-counter Bitcoin trading firm Genesis Global, right there, that received their bit license, which the one guy handed out these bit licenses we seen earlier, and he quit his job, and now he's on the Ripple board. And the same guy that gave their guys his bit license, I'm telling you, I would love to be invited to this Christmas party. Crypto pioneers, there's a small group of players that's actually heavyweights, and they're positioning themselves to make lots of money. And all you gotta do is follow the money, and it all leads back to Ripple, to be honest. And I'll show you at the end here. It all comes back to it. Digital Currency Group will be home to 57 seed stage investments already made by Silbert and his team, including Coinbase, Ripple. Digital Currency Group will be the home to 57 stage investments already made by Silbert and his team, including Chain, Circle, I think Circle got his bit license too. Coinbase, I'm not sure about that, but Coinbase, Ripple. Other companies backed by DCG Group includes Ascribe and Showcard. So, but check this out right here. Investors such as Mastercard join Brain Capital Ventures, CME, which is an investor in Ripple and Coinbase, First Mark Capital, New York Life, an insurance company, and we're talking insurance companies are huge. Novel, TMT, RRE Ventures, Solon Mac Capital, and Transamerica Ventures. This is huge, crypto pioneers. Everybody's backing this guy. But it's going to get a little bit more interesting. Let me see right here. So actually, I did some research on Grayscale. I used to own Grayscale. It's access and insight for a changing world. Digital currencies are poised to radically transform our financial system. It won't happen overnight. At Grayscale Investments, we believe investors deserve an established, trusted, and accountable partner. A trusted and accountable partner. Somebody you can invest your money in that have so much backing. A lot of talking here. It can help them navigate the gray areas of digital currency investing. That's why we're building a transparent, familiar investment product that facilitates access to this burgeoning asset class. There it is, asset class. Brad Garlinghouse, this is asset class. And provide the springboard to invest in the new digital currency powered internet of money. So that's huge. So that actually brought me to right here to Glenn Hutchins, and we'll go down that road right now. What is the one article from earlier? So basically, when I looked up Glenn Hutchins, and he's on the DCG board, Glenn Hutchins is an American businessman and investor. He is a private equity investor focused on technology sector and co-founded Silver Lake Partners. Silver Lake, we talked about that, a $39 billion private equity firm. Basically, he studied law, business, Harvard School, all the schools, all the resume. Hutchins left the firm in 1992 to join Bill Clinton and presidential transition team as a senior advisor on the economic policy. After 2 years serving as special advisor on the economic board and healthcare policy, Clinton administration, Hutchins returned to private equity, this time joining Blackstone Group in New York. Hutchinson serves as a chairman on Silver Lake Portfolio. He's on the member of the NASDAQ. He previously served as the chairman of Instinct prior to Silver Lake's exit from the company. Additionally, he served on the boards such as Silver Lake Portfolio, TD Ameritrade, Segway Technologies, MCI. And this is what I wanted to get to right here. Hutchins sits on the board of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. There's the Federal Reserve. We know Federal Reserve backs Ripple. We'll get into that. Where he was reelected as Class B, and he's serving there right now until December 31st, 2018. So we know he's on the board right there. So that actually brought us to this one right here. Bitcoin, warning, former NASDAQ chief says you can tell which cryptocurrencies will fail. And this is huge, crypto pioneers. Glenn Hutchins, same guy, has revealed how public investors can know which one of the leading cryptocurrencies will be the right answer and continue to thrive. He predicted that the same leading cryptocurrencies will fade away. And this is exactly what I was talking about from Sue from Esoteric Trading Solutions. As far as the crypto companies that actually has a product that's market ready. Like, don't get me wrong, you can invest in a startup and, down the road they might bring a product that's ready. But as of right now, Ripple is signing partners. They have a product that's ready. They are ready for mass adoption. Cryptocurrencies will fade away with only a few successful taking over the marketplace. I wonder which ones he says are going to be the successful ones. Y'all care to take a guess? What's that? Ripple's going to triple? You're damn right it is. Mr. Hutchins, who is a former chairman of the NASDAQ and chairman of the NASDAQ, this is huge. NASDAQ is one of the largest financial institutions in the world also. And one of the first establishment investors in Bitcoin, compared the cryptocurrency battle to the beginning of the internet. Referring to the original commercial websites online, you went to Google, you don't want to pets.com, blah, blah, blah. But check this out right here, crypto pioneers. The price is a distraction. Rather, you should focus on the means of exchange. The transfer of the value of money. It's a very small nascent property that has the potential to be transformative. Bitcoin could be the wrong solution. And other tokens like Ethereum and Ripple could end up being the right answer. Ding, 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 ding. Did you get the right answer there? There we go, crypto pioneers. He's on the board of DCG, on the board of the Federal Reserve. Don't worry, it gets deeper. You can take a look at can you take that technology and use it in a solution for an important customer problem? That the question investors need to monitor. Exactly what Sue said from Esoteric Trading Solutions. Mr. Hutchins has poured around $4 million into a series of early-stage investment in companies operating cryptocurrencies. Investor in Ripple. The investor added, "I just really think that people are missing the point. They should be taking talking about the companies. It's the biggest opportunity I have seen because the two most important things are businesses, information, and value. We can now move information around the world. Now, what does this sound like? We can now move information around the world at the speed of light at no cost. We can't. Why can't we do that with the value in the future? Come on, crypto pioneers. It sounds like him, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, Barry Silbert all had dinner last night because they all start sounding the same. So that pretty much led me to Bitcoin price predictions. Expert believe BTC could flop. Now, actually, I'm not here to spread FUD on BTC. It's just ironic that how these guys are basically um, they're downgrading Bitcoin now to pretty much uplift Ripple. Bitcoin's position, the most significant digital currency in the world, is threatened according to financial expert, the chairman, Glenn Hutchins. Here we go again. Good old Glenn believes Bitcoin could be replaced by a new cryptocurrency and relates to it to what happened with the VHS and Betamax in the 80s. Hutchins is in an interview with CNBC said, "What we should talk about is the Bitcoin protocol." Anyway, let me just Bitcoin could become more like Betamax. Hence, and this is what he says, you could have XRP and Litecoin or Ethereum that actually becomes the new token that is going to be used more. Bam! There it is right there. The second article, Glenn Hutchins is pushing XRP and Ethereum and downing Bitcoin. And I'm not here to down Bitcoin, but it's just ironic how we got a super heavyweight, and there you see pretty much from all the series and the videos we're doing 1, 2, leading up to 3, how deep this actually really goes. Let me read that one more time. Bitcoin could become like Betamax, and actually that's the same thing Brad Garlinghouse just said too. Hence, you could have XRP or Litecoin or Ethereum that actually becomes a new token that is going to be used more. So that's huge. Like I said, I tweeted all these articles, Crypto Pioneers, and that led me back to right here. Here's Barry Silbert, and it's the board members, Glenn Hutchins, and these are heavyweights. I actually haven't got to Lawrence Lehan. Maybe that's going to be in my part 4 of the series. Uh, yeah, we'll do a part 4 where I go even deeper. I'll check out some more team members here. But I mean, we checked out, it's amazing. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. And this actually is a huge article right here. We're almost done. Last 2 articles. Oh, Glenn Hutchins again. Bitcoin prices a distraction, says big technology investor. Silver Lake co-founder Glenn Hutchins is more excited about opportunities in the cryptocurrency system. I bet you are. It all blew up. Mr. Hutchins is the biggest early investor in the digital currency world. Check this out. This is what I was saying about AT&T backs DCG group, but I couldn't find that article, and I didn't want to say it without the proof. But the former private equity tycoon sits on the board of the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve backs Ripple. I'll show you that. Federal Reserve Task Force, Ripple improves speed and transparency. Bam! There it is again. The former tycoon sits on the board of Federal Reserve, Bank of New York, the Brookings Institution, the Economic Club of New York, the Center of American Progress, AT&T, and until this summer, NASDAQ. Damn! That's one hell of a resume right there, I tell you. He is a life member of the, I bet he is. He's a life member of the Council of Foreign Relations, once advised President Bill Clinton. Oh my God, I'm putting my money anywhere. He says back Ripple, I'm backing Ripple. Like, I'm even more excited than before. Bill Clinton and is the co-owner of the Boston, damn! And he's the co-owner of the Boston Celtics basketball team. Whew! I wonder if he told the team to invest in Ripple. Mr. Hutchins' credibility is in contrast to Bitcoin's early popularity as the way to buy and sell narcotics. And he basically says he likes the railroad, basically blah blah blah. It's the biggest opportunity I've seen because the 2 most important things are business, information, and value. There we go again. We can now move information around the world at the speed of light at no cost. Why can't we do that with value in the future? He asked. He asked a very important question. that he actually has an answer to. So Mr. Hutchins refers to DCG as the Bitcoin Promodero soup in his primary gateway. Hi CKJ, Susie, basic, more information. Love her videos. Okay, some comments on the one video from earlier. I mean, pretty much crypto. Hold on. I'm trying to put a chip down because of things that work, things it takes one. One of these will be Google, and one of these will be Amazon. One of these will be Yahoo, he predicts. Okay. Okay, so basically we saw the Amazon connection earlier, we saw the Ripple connection, we saw the Barry Silbert connection, and it always leads back to this right here. Federal Reserve Task Force Ripple improves speed and transparency of global payments. Wow. Whew. Crypto Pioneers, it took a long time to throw that video together. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I really appreciate your time. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, the world is backing Ripple. I mean, this is the third part of our series, and it shows you really how deep the investors are. I mean, right now, Ripple is around 60 cents a share. That's an amazing price. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think about the video. Leave any questions or comments in the bottom. I will respond to all questions or comments. I really appreciate your time. Have a nice night. CKJ Crypto News.